Your Medicaid is ending. The important details you need to know. I have all the information right here in the video, so let's get right into it. All right, now first off, I am not making this video to scare anybody, but rather I am making this video to inform everybody across the entire country of what necessary steps you need to take to ensure that you do not lose your Medicaid coverages, as states are now removing people from Medicaid starting this month and over the next few months. Therefore, you do need to take some necessary steps, otherwise you may be losing coverages. Therefore, this is probably pretty important. Let's get into it and talk through all the details and what you need to do to make sure that you remain covered by Medicaid. However, really quickly before we do, thanks so much for joining me. If you're enjoying this video so far and you want more like it, please make sure to subscribe right down below the video. It's totally free to do so, and I'm here for you right by your side each and every day, watching all this new information hitting the wire, doing the research and breaking it all down into these short videos and breaking it all out so you can see how it may impact you, your money, your benefits, your lifestyle, your bank account, and anything popping up right now we can possibly grab and or take advantage of. So again, thanks so much for joining me. I'm here for you every single day, no matter what. That's my promise, and as always, I'm sticking to it. So again, please subscribe down below if you haven't done so yet, and let's get into it and talk about Medicaid, the very important information you need to know. Also, do your friends, family, and social media a favor. Share this video with them so they can also be aware of what is going on here. This is very, very important, and unfortunately, a lot of people are going to be swept up by this and not know about it because this is something that's happening literally across the entire country. It's going to impact about 100 million Medicaid beneficiaries, and unfortunately, a lot of people are going to be losing coverages who are still eligible. But again, I want to share this information with as many people as we can, so please share this video with anybody that you know that is enrolled in Medicaid. All right, so let me talk you through the details. So here's what it comes down to. We've talked about the details of this for many, many months now. In fact, for probably about a year or even longer, we've been talking about this coming. It's here, okay? We've known for a very long time that this is coming, and the time is now here, okay? So here's what's happening. As a result of the Public Health Emergency Declaration ending, which has been in place since early 2020, it's been in place for over 3 years. Now, this month, I'm recording this video right here, right now, in April 2023. So maybe you're watching this in May, June, July, August, October, something like this. You still probably want to watch this video. It's still very important stuff. But right now in April, there are 5 states right now that are removing people from Medicaid. Starting next month, May, June, and July, the rest of the states will be following through and doing the exact same thing. Like I said, 100 million people are going to be impacted by this, okay? So here's what's going on here. The 5 states right now that are removing people include Arizona, Arkansas, Idaho, New Hampshire, and South Dakota. These are the 5 states this month right now in April that are removing people. However, if you're not located in those states, I would highly recommend continuing to watch this because your state is on the list here in the next couple months here. May, June, or July, your state will be doing the exact same thing, so you probably want to pay attention to this. So here's what they are suggesting. Basically, what you need to do is you need to re-enroll in Medicaid, okay? So they're going to be sending out a variety of different communication. They may be sending you out email communication. They may be sending you out a physical letter to your address to send you out this information to re-qualify that you are eligible to receive Medicaid coverages as a low-income beneficiary, okay? Now, here's the thing. I've seen a ton of different numbers out there. It seems that nobody really knows how many people this is going to impact, as in how many people are going to be losing Medicaid coverages. I've seen numbers as low as 5 million people, 6.3 million people. I've seen numbers as high as 15 million, 18 million, even 25 million people. The numbers are literally all across the board. It seems that nobody has a really good grip on this as far as how many people are going to be impacted. But we do know millions of people are going to be losing Medicaid coverages, okay? Anywhere between 5 and about 25 million people. That is a huge, huge spread, but we know that's the range, okay? Again, it just seems like every time I read a new piece of information on this, there's new estimates as far as how many people this is going to impact. But here's what they're suggesting. Make sure that all of your personal information is updated with your local office, as in your address, your email address, your phone numbers, all of this contact information, so that when they do reach out to you with a physical letter in your mailbox or an email blast or something like that, that you will get that communication, because they're going to be requesting information from you to verify that your eligibility is still legit and that you are still eligible for Medicaid coverages as a low-income individual, okay? Now, here's the thing. Apparently, according to what I've been reading on this, there are 13 states out there right now. As of right now, more will likely be added to the list that have online verification to determine your eligibility for this, okay? So I did not see a specific list of states. All that I've been reading is that there's 13 states. Well, what states are they? I don't know that. I can't find the list, okay? I've been looking and they keep saying 13 states are on the list of online eligibility verification. Okay, then tell me the list of states, okay? I haven't been able to find it. It's super weird. Anyway, apparently there are 13 states out there. I would anticipate at some point here, maybe the list of states will be released. I'm not sure why it's a secret or why that information is not readily available. I haven't been able to come across it. When I do find it, of course, I will bring it to your attention. But this is what's going on out there. And again, this is going to be impacting a lot of people, okay? So Medicaid, by the way, this is Medicaid, not Medicare, okay? Huge difference here. I just want to make sure that we are all on the same page and that there's no mistake, there's no misunderstanding about the program I'm talking about. Medicaid, not Medicare, okay? Huge difference between the two. But again, basically what they're going to be doing is they're either going to reach out to you with some type of communication and they're going to ask you to basically verify a few different factors about you, making sure that all of your information is updated, name, addresses, contact details. They're going to be asking a variety of different questions. Now again, here's the tough part about it. Each individual state may have their own form. They may have their own eligibility verification. Now, that's the problem here. With a program like this that is federally funded but state administered and state managed, that's the problem. That's the hard part about this is there's no like one size fits all form. It's going to be different for each individual state. So I would anticipate they're going to ask you questions like, what's your household size? In other words, how many people live under your roof? Is it just you? Is it you and a spouse? Is it you and 3 kids? What are the details? Is it you and an adult dependent? What are the details? Again, it's probably going to ask you something along those lines. However that question may be asked, however it may be formed on that request form, again, it's probably going to ask you something like that. It's also going to ask you probably income verifications, okay? Now, again, that could be asked in a variety of ways. It might ask if you're receiving some type of government benefit like a Social Security or an SSDI or an SSI or VA or if you're low income. Either way, it's probably going to ask you some kind of question about if you're receiving some type of government program or something like that, some kind of government checks, basically what it comes down to. It's probably going to ask if you're enrolled in other programs, maybe like utility assistance, housing assistance, internet assistance, food assistance, SNAP benefits. It may ask you something along those lines. It's probably going to ask you if you're doing any type of work. Are you working full-time? Are you working part-time? Do you have any income from a side job, a side hustle, a small business, something like that? It's probably going to ask you some kind of questions along these lines. And again, I don't know how these questions are going to be asked. It's probably going to be different on every single form based on the state that you're located in, but I just want to throw all this out there so we can all be aware of what's going on. Now, here's the thing. They're also suggesting when you receive this communication from them, respond promptly, okay? Now, here's the thing. How many of us receive a piece of mail, we open it up, we look at it, and we think, nah, I'll get it later. You throw it in the pile, and then you forget about it for a couple weeks, or maybe a month, or let's be real, a couple months, or you just never do anything with it, okay? Is anybody else out there like that, or is it just me? I know I do that all the time, virtually every day, right? You open up the mail and you think, I don't care about this, I don't know what it means, we'll just set it over here for a while, and then like a month later, you're like, oh, what's this letter again? I think I opened this like a while ago, what does this say? You know what I mean? It's like, oh, there was a deadline on it like a week ago. Whoops, I guess I'll do it now. You know what I mean? So please don't do that with this. Make sure you address this immediately. If you can, try to fill out the form and get it back as quickly as possible, just because you don't want to see a lapse in your Medicaid coverages, okay? Especially if something comes up where all of a sudden you need to whip out your card and get some kind of coverages done, like, unfortunately, if something happens where you need to end up in the doctor's office or something like that, you don't want to whip out that card and then say, hey, sorry, this is expired. You're not covered anymore, okay? That's going to create a huge headache, so please don't let that happen, okay? Anyway, this one I want to bring to your attention. I know I talked about this a little bit lately, but here's the thing. It's all starting. April is the day, well, not the day, sorry, the month. This is the month, okay? This is the month that 5 states are now starting to remove people. Like I said, the list again is Arizona, Arkansas, Idaho, New Hampshire, and South Dakota. These are the 5 states on the list this month. Next month, May, June, July, all the other 45 states are going to be coming forward, okay? They're going to all be lining up, and they're going to be coming forward and saying, hey, we're next here, okay? So please get ready for this. If you're not in one of those 5 states, get ready. Your day is coming, okay? Please watch for this stuff. Very important stuff. And again, like I said earlier, please share this video with your friends, family, social media, those people that you know are enrolled in Medicaid. There's 100 million people out there. You probably know somebody that's enrolled in Medicaid, okay? So please share this video with them so they can also understand this. This is very important. And like I said earlier, I know for a fact there will be people out there that are eligible for Medicaid and they're going to lose coverages because they're not aware of this. Just like so many times before, over the last couple years, we had checks going out, stimulus checks, child tax credit payments, all kinds of things that went out. And there were like, 10 million people that didn't get stimulus checks because they didn't know about it or they didn't know how to claim it. Seriously, as of today, there's still like 9 million people that never got stimulus checks because they didn't know how to claim it or they didn't have access to it. Again, super sad stuff. Anyway, want to bring this to you. I want to help you out as much as I possibly can. So again, please subscribe down below if you haven't done so yet. As I get more details on this and further information as far as who the states are next, any other information as far as that list of 13 states that have online verifications or anything else like that, of course, I'll bring it to your attention, and anything going on in regards to money, benefits, checks, programs, anything else like this. Of course, I'm watching all this stuff very closely, literally every single day. And again, I want to help you out. So please subscribe down below if you haven't done so. Share the video with your friends, family, social media, and go back and check out any of the other thousands upon thousands of videos here on the channel. Until next time, hope this one helps you. Enjoy your day, take care, and catch you again later in the next video.